Now welcome back to the channel. Now the last video I did was of that tank, and this tank was covered over for the project that I'm about to get into. It is a 3 foot by 18 inch wide by a foot wide high. Now this is a piece of wood that I'll be using in the tank. It's made up of 3 pieces. And what we've already done in the tank as well is put our heater in and our sponge filter. Now we put that in on purpose because of the way I'm setting up the tank. Now as you can see, I have a little bit of foam on the bottom, and that is for putting rocks on so it doesn't scratch the bottom and also expand the weight of the rocks. We already have one rock in there. Now I shall put the wood in, and this is a bit tricky, this is. One sec. Hold on. Back of it. And that's where my wood's going to sit. I'll bring you. Now my plan of action is to put some rocks in there, to which time lapse time. Now in between the rocks, as you can see, I have put gravel just to fill in the spaces. Now this is how I want the tank to look. I apologise I didn't film the last little bit, but however, it's now time for the substrate. Now after I put the substrate in, I put the stones in. I didn't film it because basically my back was to the camera if I was to do it. But as you see, I've gone for a river type of scape. And now we're going to put some Christmas moss on that one, possibly some Java moss on that one, and also I'm thinking the Java moss on that one. So Christmas moss, and Java moss, and maybe a bit of moss on there. Now I've been asked, how do I make my soil? Now what I use is and what we do is just mix it up. Now it's time for the Cryptocorin. Now this is the Cryptocorin in the SR. Now this is a Cryptocorin Pesce. some of these have some magnificent boots on them. And this is another cryptocorin, but I couldn't tell you what it is. And now this is a cryptocorin Wendietta brown. Now I have this pond that's going into here, and this pond at Geaton. This is a bulb to which it is going there. Make sure that's it. Now I'm just going to stick a few little sprigs of Blixen japonica, just a couple, just at the front here, because I don't want much front plant. Just to fill a little gap. Finally, we're just going to plant some Alcinaria at the back. see our Ponga Decent will also grow tall. Looks like one last one. It's a shame to waste it. Just go there with it. And now it's time to fill it with water. Now let's have a look at the species that are going into this tank. And these are known as the Bronchius splendens. They come from Brazil, Peru and Ecuador. They've been found. They were first recorded in 1872 and one of the first cauries ever recorded. Their CW number is CW035. Now the Bronchius splendens grow to roughly about 3 to 4 inches or 75mm to 80-90mm in size. Often they're described as the emerald corer, but not mistaking them from the green emerald corer, which is a much smaller cousin. Also going into this tank is the rainbow fish known as the Lake Katubu rainbow. It is one of 13 fish endemic to the Lake Kabutu, a lake found within the Kikikore river system in Papua New Guinea. They are an endangered species in the hobby. Now I have a confession here. I've also put Praecox, and also Allen Eye. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to catch you again in the next one.